Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Big4One Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 20 of our overall Dynasty rebuild here. Obviously, as you can see, we did make the college football playoff, but not as a team with a bye. We did end up not making it because Oregon and USC both went 8-1, so they automatically went in the conference championship. We were one game out, so unfortunately those two losses earlier on in the season costed us as a bye week. So, all in all, we're only going to have 4 games this episode. I was expecting 5, but we only get 4. So, college football playoff round 1, we're facing an old adversary. It is Bowling Green here to start off our run to a national championship. Let's see if we can win one. 3rd down and 4. We're going to get off to Marquis Stacy, and he's going to find the end zone pretty quickly. We were at home in this one just because the round 1s are always at home for the higher seeds. So, all in all, we'll take a 7-0 lead here early. After a stop by our defense, Martino is going to find the end zone for his first touchdown of the game, and we go up 14-0 early here on Bowling Green. But Bowling Green does not go down without a fight. Minute to go here in the first quarter on a 4th down and goal from the 1. We blow it open, and just like that, we get a turnover. It's 14-0 still going into the second quarter. Bowling Green finally gets something going again in the red zone, and an interception this time. So both times they've reached the red zone, they've turned it over. Our next possession, 30 minutes to go here in the first half. Marquis Stacy again with a nice little spin move, gets the end zone for a touchdown for his second of the night, already 94 yards and 5 catches on the day to make it 21-0. Can Bowling Green finally do something to get on the board? A minute 30 to go here in the first half. They finally get on the board for one of their first times getting in the end zone, especially inside the red zone. But with a minute 5 after a first down, we find Marquis Stacy again just burning the defense. He gets in the end zone again for his 3rd of the night. And just like, it has been constant Marquis Stacy all season. I'm going to be sad when he's gone, but he's still got another year. But 28-7, we're going to hand it off to Reyna, who dives in the end zone for a touchdown. This game was pretty much a blowout from the beginning. We are just head and shoulders way better than Bowling Green. It's 35-10. Let's hit Reyna again for a wide-open touchdown. He hit his linebacker on the man coverage. That was just too easy. 4 passing touchdowns from our quarterback. It's 42-10 here with about 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Bowling Green is pretty much out of it, but they do find a wide-open man, and Bugs, we kind of pulled him away from his man, so, that was technically my fault, but it is Bugs, so he was probably going to get burned either way. To make it 42-17. First down and goal from the 9. We're going to hand this off to Lyles, and he finds the end zone for another touchdown. Like I said, this game was a blowout pretty much from the get-go. We'll have a lot closer games in these next 3, to be honest with you. All the next 3 games are very, very close. But here we got a 3rd down and goal, and Sandlin makes an excellent interception. Pretty much didn't even see the ball. He just went up for it. We would end up putting a touchdown to make it 49-17, and they would put up a touchdown late in the game to make it 49-24. That was pretty much it. We would win by that score. We scored 14 points in every quarter besides the 4th. Cooper had an excellent game. Marquis Stacy had an excellent game. Spencer Reyna had an excellent game. The defense did very, very well, even shutting them out in the first quarter, but all in all, here's the stats on the game. 24 for 30, 364, 4 touchdowns from Kyle Cooper, the true freshman. Spencer Reyna, 19 for 173 and a touchdown. Lyles, 9 for 66. Martino, 4 for 29. Each of those 3 had touchdowns as well on the game. Receiving-wise, 10 for 205 for Marquis Stacy. Spencer Reyna, 4 for 52. And a couple of guys adding 3 and 2s along the way. Defense, we had 4 guys with 10 tackles, multiple guys with tackles for a loss, 3 sacks on the day, and of course, those 2 interceptions, both by Sandlin in the game. We also had 2 pass deflections by Spears and Whitaker, and that will do it for this game against Bowling Green. So we move on to the quarterfinals. We have to face Tulane here. The Tulane Green Wave, they had a bye. Unfortunately, we didn't. We're going to run right side with Spencer Reyna, and he goes all the way around and fights to the end zone to get in. And he gives us our first lead of the game at 7-0. A solid, pretty much first drive. But 2 plays later, right after the kickoff return, Tulane on a play action pass are just, I don't know what our safety's doing. Jack just was not in his right position. They're going to go 75 yards for an easy touchdown, and it's a tie game early on. So Tulane said, game on. You're going to get a touchdown. We're going to get a touchdown. Let's make this thing, let's make it shake pretty much. 10-7 after we kick a field goal. Again, it's cover 4, and I don't know what happened to our deep blue safeties, but both of them didn't want to cover him. And he's 3 for 3 for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns for their quarterback. However, we decide to counter with an easy rushing touchdown from Spencer Raina, his second of the night, to go back up by 3, 17-14. Let's see if the defense can finally get a stop and do something here in the second quarter. They would. Our next drive, 3 minutes to go here in the first half. We're going to hand this off again to Spencer Raina for not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdowns on the night so far with 108 rushing yards. And it's a 10-point game with 2:57 to go in the first half. Now jumping ahead to about 2 minutes to go. Right after the 2-minute timeout, he's going to find the drag route wide open for a diving touchdown. And Tulane is back within 3 with about under 2 minutes to go. Our next drive would pretty much be right here. 24-21, 47 seconds left to go here in the first half. We tried to eat up a lot more clock than we did because you know how our defense is late in the game or late in halves. We don't do very well. Spencer Raina would rush in for his 4th touchdown of the night right there with about 45 seconds to go here in the first half. It's a 10-point lead. However, it does not stay that way because with 21 seconds to go, they're already in the red zone, already inside the 10, on 2nd and goal from the 7. With 15 seconds to go, they find the open man. He gets dragged in the end zone. That's a 3-point game again with about 15 seconds to go, and Tulane is fighting. But here we go in the third. First down and goal from the 1. We decide to go 2 halfback set, and Lyles will get the touchdown run here. So most of our touchdowns have been rushing-wise. To make this a 10-point game again, 38-28, Lyles with 7 rushes for 37 yards. After another stop by our defense really came up big in the second half here, and Peacock gets open on the out route for a touchdown to go up 17 points. His only second catch of the game for 15 yards, but man, he had a touchdown that was big because it's 17 points, 45-28. And after a tackle for a loss here on 2nd down and 13, he's going to find the open man by just right past Bugs, and there he goes for 76 yards, and Tulane is back within 10. 387 yards and 5 touchdowns from their quarterback on just these deep passes that they're getting open. After we punt, they're going to run a QB or a read option. QB keeps it, and he finds the end zone for a touchdown to make this a 3-point game. Now with 5 minutes to go, jumping ahead again, Spencer Raina on the first play of the drive when we just want to run out clock. He's going to go 81 yards and turn to prime Saquon Barkley apparently, just like from last night, was insane. 32-55 and 5 touchdowns on the night for Spencer Raina. Definitely our version of Saquon Barkley. So it's now again 10-point game, another read option, and we weren't ready for it, and he's going to find the end zone again. And it's a 3-point game again. Their quarterback is turning into prime Lamar Jackson as well, apparently. So here we have a 2nd down and 2. A first down would end the game, and we would move on to the semifinal game. However, Spencer Raina turns to not Saquon Barkley and fumbles the football. He turned into Kyron Williams right there. He fumbles the football, and just like that, Tulane has a chance to take the lead late at the 2-yard line. With 37 seconds to go, we have 1 timeout, they have 0. He's gonna try to take off, but Jack makes the play of the game. We call our final timeout to make sure we have the right setup. 3rd down and goal from the 2. 31 seconds to go. We need another big play from the defense. And here we go. 3rd down and 2. He's going to throw it over the top, and Jack makes the interception as well. The 2 biggest plays of the night happen back-to-back for Jack. And just like that, we are going to the semifinals to take on Georgia. Yes, we're facing Georgia next week. And this is going to be, again, a rough game, but the Fiesta Bowl is ours, a 52-49 win over Tulane. Just a heck of a game. Even Florence had, I think, a better night than Kyle Cooper. But Spencer Reyna probably was the player of the game. 34 for 282, 5 touchdowns. He did have the one fumble late in the game, but he almost cost us the game too. But it's the main reason why we won. The one touchdown was by Benjamin Peacock. That was about it. One touchdown passing-wise, that wasn't great, but the offensive line was good. 12 total tackles from Dickinson. We only had 2 sacks, and of course, the one interception from Jack was absolutely huge. We had a ton of pass deflections, just none of that turned into interceptions. But like I said, on to the quarterfinals here again, or semifinals. I'm sorry, semifinals. I don't know if I said quarterfinals earlier. I meant semifinals. But semifinals here against Georgia. They're already up 3-0 after their first drive ended in a field goal. This game was a defensive-heavy battle. Reyna finds the end zone for a touchdown to make this 7-3. And when I tell you this was a defensive-heavy battle, it was mostly field goals that was scored in this game. But here, we have a second and down and goal from the 5 with 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. We find Yoon, who is wide open, for an easy touchdown to make this 14-3. And, we're already looking good. But again, after another field goal, another stop, it's 14-6. He just finds literally a wide open man. No one's even 10 yards away from him. And Simpson finds the easy touchdown to make this 14-13 after another stop. 14-13. Finds the open receiver again, just past the diving Bugs. And Clint Murphy will find the touchdown to give Georgia their second lead of the game, this time by more than 3, to make this 20-14. With 6 seconds to go, however, we get into field goal range. This is a 56-yard field goal, and you know how I'm terrible at field goals? This time, we actually made a 56-yarder, so go me. I actually kicked a field goal this time. But we have a 2017 deficit here. We get it to Martino, who gets some excellent blocks, especially downfield, makes a nice spin move, and gets pushed in the end zone for a touchdown to give us our lead back. It's, again, a very close game. We get a field goal. They try to throw it in the end zone. We pick it off. It's 27-20. We just need one more score to put this game pretty much in the books. It's 30-20 after we get a field goal with a minute or 20 to go in the game. He's going to try to throw it up left side, and it's Spears coming down with the interception. Do you think it may be over? It's not, because we turned the ball over pretty quickly. We ran 3 times. They used all their timeouts, and with 32 seconds left, we run cover 4, and no one played cover 4. Their wide receiver just burns by everybody, and Georgia is within 3. However, you were right because it was over, because we do get the onside kick. We win 30-27. A very tough game, to be honest with us. Not a great game from our defense, especially in some cases, but hey, I mean, we only allowed one big quarter, and that was the second quarter. Kyle Cooper, 31 for 40, 330 with 1 touchdown. Reyna, 19 for 57, a touchdown. Martino had a touchdown as well on that big run. Stacy, 11 for 128, didn't find the end zone. So that's back-to-back games where he did not find the end zone, especially in this college football playoff run that we have. Jack had some great performances. Again, I don't know how that makes sense. We had a 1.5 sacks. Aren't they supposed to all, make sense? Shakir somehow had negative interception yards. I don't get that. I think it's a bug or something like that in the game. I'm not really going to complain, though, because no one really cares about interception yards. But finally, we are going to the national championship, and we have to face Arkansas, so another SEC team. And just, our first drive, 3rd down and goal, we need to find the end zone. Phoenix finds the end zone here in Raymond James Stadium because we want to play on Sundays, But we get an easy touchdown. Another stop by the defense to make this, still 7-0. 1st down and goal from the 3. Lyles finds the end zone to make this 14-0 over Arkansas here in the first half. It's a very solid performance here by the defense, already getting some stops early on. However, as soon as I say something good about them, we get an interception. I thought, did I get you there? But anyways, We still have 14-0 lead. We would end up getting a field goal on that drive, but under 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter, they finally wake up and get a touchdown, or so we think, because that, referee decided to call a touchdown. But as you can see here on the replay here, he was short by a good yard. I don't know how it was called a touchdown, but it was. Who knows why? But, I mean, ball don't lie pretty much here, because the next play, Arkansas would run in for an easy touchdown. So Arkansas finally puts one up on the board at 17-7. We would get a field goal to start the third quarter. But with 1:45, this was a very long quarter as well. They would run right up the gut. He gets some great blocks, and it's now a 6-point game. Manuel DeBeer gets the touchdown run for Arkansas to make it, again, 20-14. With first and down and goal from the 1, let's give it to the best halfback in school history, Spencer Raina, with another easy touchdown. And it's now a 12-point game. Let's see if we can make it a 14-point game. We go for 2 here. We're going to go with a play-action pass, and it was not a great idea because it was blown up immediately. So 12-point game, second down and 13 with 5:34 to go in the game, with trying to get our first ever national title in school history. He's going to throw it in the end zone. Costello is going to get the interception and actually take it out, and we actually get down to the 4. Don't know why we took it out, because we could have just started from the 20, but anywho, we get stopped, forced to punt on first down and goal from the 3, throws it right side, and Jack is just a little bit too far off. Shank finds the end zone, only his third catch for 8 yards, and all of a sudden, it's a 5-point game. So we just said, hey, let's run the ball again, and Spencer Raina decides to turn back on the switch of Saquon Barkley. So 157 yards and 2 touchdowns. And we are now only 95 seconds away from winning our first ever national championship. He throws it left side. Bugs gets the interception, and that would pretty much do it. There is some extra stuff here at the end of this game, but man, second down and 1 from the 9. We said, hey, Marquis Stacy hasn't really been a factor for us in the end zone these last couple games. Let's get him a touchdown. And that is a 40-burger in the national title game. It's 40-21 with 18 seconds left on a 4th down and 10. They just have to throw it up. And Jack, who made some great plays to get us into this spot, gets the interception. And we are going to be winning our first ever national title with Omaha and with our 0 overall dynasty. This series ain't over. I'm just going to let you know right now we need to win 2 of them. But once we win 2, then we got to complete our other goals. And let me tell you, 1 goal might be close to being done as well. But that is already 1 national title away to completing our goal. We win 40-21 over Arkansas. It's been a long time coming for this team to finally make it to the college football playoff, and making it this far and getting a national title. We almost did it last year, but unfortunately we were just on the outside of the top 12 to get in for the college football playoff, so we just had to play a bowl game. But next episode will be the off season, and we'll kind of go through everything, go through all the awards, go through recruiting, and as well as setting up our schedule. So if you guys do want to see any teams that you want us to face, obviously we're in the Big Ten now, so obviously we can't face any Big Ten teams. But if you guys want to see us play anyone, maybe you guys want to see us play Arkansas again to have a rematch in the national title game, write that comment down below. If you guys also do want a player in this dynasty, write a comment down below. I will show all the recruits next episode because that will have everyone signed, and you can see all their development traits and everything. And then I really don't record those for another couple of days until that is all set, since next week, next Monday, will be the off-season episode. So, or if this gets to 15 likes or so, we'll post that on Friday. So as you can see, all the stats are going up on the screen. I want to say appreciate everyone for all the support on the last couple episodes and the last couple videos. I appreciate all of you. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. Really helps out the channel and lets you know when videos like this go live as well. Also, hit that like button. Really helps the channel with the algorithm and everything. So, yeah. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.